So this is JoJo Siwa, and she needs help.
Not everyone's cut out to be an icon. Some people try to reinvent themselves so hard they just become a constant internet punchline. Once the web decides you're the joke, it's brutal to shake it off, especially when your moves practically hand people more fuel. JoJo Siwa is a prime example. The former kid's favorite who once ruled children's entertainment pushed into mainstream fame so aggressively it read as try-hard, and now she's become one of pop culture's most roasted figures.
JoJo Siwa. Even just saying her name elicits a involuntary response from your body, having your face kind of like crumple up like you just ate a warhead or something really sour. Because you always know when JoJo Siwa's name comes up in conversation, it's something embarrassing.
Right now, things are spiraling so fast that people are ready to tear JoJo down over literally anything she does. But before we get into the mess, let's rewind for a sec. The world first met JoJo and her famously overbearing mom, Jessalyn, on Dance Moms, where they delivered a non-stop stream of chaotic, unforgettable moments.
So what's funny is I was having this moment where I was like, oh, I look like a little dude. I love that a dude in today's day is a person wearing rainbow and sparkles.
Colors of the rainbow pride flag, while the other featured the pink, blue, and white of the transgender flag jacket that read, "Trans rights are human rights."
Don't have an attitude that you are entitled in this world. You are not. You deserve nothing else. You earn it. You can't stand here and cry.
After that breakout, JoJo shot straight into teen stardom, cranking out kid-friendly tracks and quickly becoming Nickelodeon's golden girl. She dropped album after album, even a Christmas record, before landing a lead role in the J-Team alongside Tisha Campbell. She was so big at one point that even Cardi B joked she couldn't afford to hire JoJo for her daughter's birthday party.
JoJo Siwa, let me tell you something. Now let me tell you this story. So my husband, he was trying to get JoJo Siwa, right, for my daughter's birthday party, but she is booked and busy. So JoJo Siwa, could you please come see my daughter on Christmas? I know you cost a lot of money. Let me tell you something. Y'all rappers don't got nothing on JoJo Siwa. Her bookings. Yes, America, please.
But behind all the glitter, bows, and sugary songs that defined JoJo's early career, there was a darker side lurking just out of view. It really came to light when JoJo and her mom fronted the reality series Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. On paper, it sounded wholesome, but people who worked on the show say it was anything but. Some wild stories have surfaced, and one of the biggest whistleblowers was dancer Leah Sanderson. In a Rolling Stone tell-all, Leah, who was born with spina bifida, shared how she and her mom left Texas, even walking away from their daycare business, so Leah could chase her dream in LA. Instead, she says, it turned into a nightmare. According to her, JoJo and Jessalyn were verbally abusive, creating a toxic vibe on set where producers allegedly tried to make kids cry for the cameras. Leah recalled a performance at the Mall of America where JoJo reportedly called out the dancers in front of thousands. "You're sucking, bring it up, the energy is low, you look sloppy, this isn't good enough." She said it was humiliating to be scolded while someone barked in their earpieces telling them they were terrible. On top of that, Leah claimed the cast never saw the $10,000 they were promised and even had to crash on a blow-up mattress in a dance studio for months. Parents stuck it out because they feared speaking up would ruin their kids' big break or leave them with legal bills they couldn't afford. Things only got worse. Leah said that after she returned to perform post-surgery, her belly button started bleeding, but instead of proper help, someone allegedly told her to just grab a maxi pad so she wouldn't stain her costume. Meanwhile, Jessalyn allegedly mocked another contestant's disability and later fired Leah after her mom complained about the grueling schedule. A rep for JoJo's team has flat out denied all of this.
In front of the young members, only to berate them and encourage them to cry on camera, like Abby Lee Miller. Are we not seeing a pattern here? JoJo is still friends with Abby. JoJo is friends with Colleen Ballinger. JoJo gets mad whenever anyone else speaks bad about Abby.
Luckily for them, those clay misses didn't get much traction with the public. Attention quickly pivoted to JoJo's personal life when, after years of being a squeaky clean child star, she came out in January 2021 at 17, posting a video singing along to Lady Gaga's Born This Way. She followed that up by rocking a shirt her cousin gave her that read, "Best Gay Cousin Ever," and overnight it felt like she was crowned an unofficial ambassador for the LGBTQ+ community.
I mean, you're 18 years old and you're known as a gay icon, and do you take that on, or how do you feel about that label?
It's wild to me, I think, because I look at people who are called gay icons, you, Lady Gaga, Freddie Mercury, my favorite people, and to be in that category at 18 is just insane, and it's just because of who I am. It feels amazing. A lot of people have told me, that I'm a gay icon already, which is wild.
It became such a huge part of her image that she made history as part of the first same-sex pair on Dancing with the Stars. At the time, JoJo's bold commitment to living her truth drew loads of praise. Fans gushed about how kind, smart, and down-to-earth she seemed, calling her brave and saying the world needed more people like her. Of course, that also meant she took heat from conservatives for openly backing trans rights, but overall, her confidence won her plenty of love.
What's funny is I was having this moment where I was like, oh, I look like a little dude. I love that a dude in today's day is a person wearing rainbow and sparkles and pink.
One side of JoJo's head was dyed in the vibrant colors of the rainbow pride flag, while the other featured the pink, blue, and white of the transgender flag. She paired the hairstyle with a custom jacket that read, "Trans rights are human rights."
Bitches, there is a 6-year-old right there. Why the fuck are you here? I love it.
She even clashed with Candace Owens, who accused her of faking it all for clout. That controversy added a whole new layer to JoJo's public image, but it also marked a turning point in how Nickelodeon treated her. Basically, the beginning of the end for their partnership. JoJo has said that after she came out, the network president called her asking, "What are you going to tell the kids?" She claims she was stunned, replying, "That I'm happy? What, you want me to say I'm making out with a girl? I'm not telling kids that." If JoJo's version is true, the whole thing spiraled into a moral panic, with retailers like Target, Walmart, JCPenney, Toys R Us, Claire's, Justice, and even Amazon reportedly holding calls about how to handle her image. According to her, everything changed after that. How they spoke to her, worked with her, developed projects, all of it. Things got so tense, she says she was even banned from some of the company's biggest events. At that point, people sympathized with her for just wanting to live authentically.
The list just got released of the most disliked music video by a female artist on YouTube in 2024. Here we go. 4th place, we have Yes And by Ariana Grande with 290,000 dislikes.
But somewhere along the line, she managed to burn through the goodwill she'd earned, zigzagging through so many rebrands that nobody can tell who JoJo Siwa really is anymore. And the one thing the public seems to agree on? Whatever she's selling, they're not buying. A vibe that became crystal clear with the release of her track Karma and the chaotic image overhaul that came with it.
The list just got released of the most disliked music video by female artist on YouTube in 2024. Here we go. Your place overall goes to...
Out of nowhere, JoJo ditched the side ponytails and giant bows for full-on Gene Simmons cosplay, and the second she revealed the look, the backlash was brutal. People were saying she was desperately trying to pull a Miley Cyrus and break free from her Hannah Montana phase, only she was bombing spectacularly. Commenters joked that JoJo had become that one friend you just can't take anywhere because they're too quirky. And instead of winning people over, her over-the-top promotion of the track, talking like she was reinventing pop music itself, only made it worse.
No one nowadays makes major music videos like Gaga did back in the day, Britney did back in the day. The world is just scared of new, scared of
People
art.
don't like change.
People don't like change. I'm not afraid to make art. I'm not afraid to give you change. I'm not afraid to make you question.
And shocker, the internet absolutely roasted her for it.
2011 to 2023, I was 8. I'm 20 and gay! I'm the first gay girl in the world! Bet you never met a gay girl before!
I was dumped at the after party with Chris in the next room. Which is fucking crazy to say out loud. Everything we saw transpire, the emotional cheating, the overcrossing of boundaries, and the questioning of our relationship on national TV was not fabricated.
Still, that didn't slow down her belief that she was destined to be the next Lady Gaga.
Some of the most respected people in the world have come up to me and been like, what you're doing right now is so right. It is so right. It is what the world needs. Like, we never know.
If you have a Tesla that is completely wrapped
in like my 15-year-old face. I heard that from Lil Nas X yesterday. Heard it from Meghan Trainor a few days ago. It blows my mind. No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch.
But while people were definitely watching, it wasn't for the reasons JoJo probably hoped. Her video ended up snagging the title of Most Hated Clip of the Year with a whopping 3.1 million dislikes. And in true JoJo fashion, she actually celebrated that milestone on TikTok.
This just got released of the most disliked music video by a female artist on YouTube in 2024. Here we go. Your number one first place overall goes to Karma by JoJo Siwa with an astonishing, record-breaking 3.1 million dislikes.
But instead of earning respect for brushing off the hate, JoJo just fueled even more mockery. People were asking why she acted like the main character in every scenario. And as if the cringy social media clips weren't enough, her reputation took another blow when fans discovered she'd been dropping songs that weren't even hers. It all started with reports that Karma was actually written years ago by a singer named Britt Smith.
After hearing JoJo Siwa talk about Karma for weeks as if she originally created it like Beethoven himself, that a video of another singer singing it word for word with a music video went viral.
Karma's a bitch, I should've known better.
Her name is Britt Smith.
Karma's a bitch, I should've known better.
Then it happened all over again with her follow-up, Choose Your Fighter 2, when JoJo was accused of swiping another track, this time from an artist named Emmeline, and passing it off as her own work.
JoJo Siwa blatantly stole this TikToker's song from 2022 for her new album. So here's a clip from the original. And then here's the clip of JoJo Siwa stealing the song and then claiming she wrote it about one of her exes.
It is about one of my exes.
The internet was shocked to find out that JoJo Siwa may have stolen both of her songs that she's releasing, so here's the tea. When I tell you the internet was beside themselves after hearing JoJo Siwa talk about Karma for weeks as if she originally created it like Beethoven himself, that a video of another singer singing it word for word with a music video went viral.
Karma's a bitch, I should've known better.
Her name is Britt Smith.
Karma's a bitch, I should've known better.
To my surprise, Miley Cyrus had it first and recorded a demo of it in 2011 to potentially go on her Can't Be Tamed album. Now the second one is way more messy.
But apparently, JoJo didn't even get the proper clearance. The original songwriter hopped on Instagram to say, "Hi 2024 fans, I'll do a story time soon. I actually never signed off on JoJo releasing it." That promised expose never surfaced, but the damage was done and more bad press was on the horizon. A lot of it came during her tour for the EP, which hyped up a so-called dream VIP package.
There's so much to tease. I am really excited because I wanted to create a show that wasn't just a concert, right? I have all these songs that I love to sing, but I was like, I want to do something more. I want to create, a party environment. I want to create something that feels very, immersive, interactive, intimate. And so I really did that with this show.
The Stone Bulge. The Stone Bulge is... I was seeing it like 2 days ago and I was like,
no, it was very iconic though.
She doesn't. We were just given a little spice, a little gender bend, a little you can be anything you want to be, a little.
You're damn right.
It's just kind of spice it up a little. It's kind of like back in the day when Harry Styles wore a dress. Obviously, wearing a bulge is a little different than wearing just a dress.
Priced at a jaw-dropping $900, fans couldn't believe anyone would even consider buying it, especially since the EP itself totally flopped and didn't even chart. To most people, the whole thing instantly felt like a scam.
There's going to be an interactive game with the audience where they have a chance to win a sick prize.
It's going to be beyond sick. It's going to be dope. I have no doubt that prize is going to go ballistic. It'll be like a fucking half-eaten Subway sandwich that she had for lunch that she'll toss into the crowd if you complete her trivia game or whatever she's going to play with the audience.
And
And I read that there is a chance for fans to get close and personal with you.
There is.
What can you tell us?
There's one, and this is the most exclusive VIP, where you actually are gonna get to come while we're loading in the show, and you're gonna get to kind of help us set it up and make sure things are right and test out, the drum with me or the DJ booth with me. You're gonna kind of.
You're describing a job, JoJo.
As things spiraled, every time JoJo showed up in public, it seemed to spark yet another round of secondhand embarrassment.
Being guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
She even leaned into the backlash, clinging to the old all press is good press idea.
You have a Tesla that is completely wrapped
in my 15-year-old face.
And it's 100 of your faces. Why do you drive that car?
Genre is, I said it back in the day when I first signed with Columbia, I said I wanted to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean?
But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't always handle the heat, snapping at festival crowds when they didn't give her the respect she thought she deserved.
Who the living fuck just booed me? Where the fuck did that come from? Which one of you? Which one of you? Respectfully, fuck you.
Even turning 21 didn't help her image. Seeing her get drunk at Disneyland was downright cringeworthy.
It's my 21st birthday. I'm drunk as right now. Something with it. It's my bread I'm supposed to eat. My first drink's in Italy. That's amazing. That's good. And this is my eighth and ninth drink. This is my fifth second drink. Amazon. That's amazing. That's scary. JoJo Siwa, this is number 19.
It got even more awkward when she claimed her booze-fueled persona had its own alias.
So, I don't drink. There's this person named Radical Rick. Radical Rick drinks. I don't know who it is, but all of a sudden Radical Rick is like, I want to play, and is that your alter ego? That is my drunk alter ego. Ricky!
Oh my god, are you drunk now?
I'm not, no.
Oh, okay.
I've only been drunk 4 times now in my life.
And if that wasn't enough, the internet ripped her apart over her constant claims that she had invented an entirely new music genre.
Lady Gaga Judas.
Immediately, people weren't letting it slide, stunned by her audacity. After all, legends like Elton John, the B-52s, Wham, Queen, and the Village People had been pioneering gay pop long before her. Following her flop attempt at reinventing herself as a serious pop star, JoJo scrambled for her next move. Even as she projects happiness now, fans are unsure what her life will look like a year from today, given how fast her image shifts. Like many celebrities on the decline, she turned to reality TV, only to pull another wild U-turn that made her persona even more confusing. Fresh off a string of flopped tracks, JoJo entered the Big Brother UK house, hinting that she might identify as non-binary.
Something that I'm not is confusing.
From the start, her sexuality and identity became a hot topic on the show, even sparking a confrontation with Hollywood veteran Mickey Rourke, who boldly claimed he could turn her straight.
So do you like girls or boys?
Me? Girls.
I know, I could tell.
My partner is non-binary.
If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore.
I can guarantee I will still be gay and I will still be in a very happy relationship.
I'll tie you up.
I can promise you that won't happen. I dare you to try. You'll be the one tied up.
I'm gonna vote the lesbian out real quick.
JoJo.
That's homophobic. So that's homophobic if that was your reasoning.
Have you got anyone you want to vote out? Well, no, we actually can't discuss this. No, we can't discuss this. This is undiscussable.
The lesbian I'm gonna vote out.
No, you can't do that, Mickey.
You also can't say that.
At first, fans were outraged on JoJo's behalf, and understandably so. Anyone paying attention knew 2 things. She liked girls, and despite a lifetime of performing, her dancing still left a lot to be desired. But ironically, Mickey, who was booted from the show for his inappropriate behavior, ended up giving fans a sneak peek at what was to come. Even though JoJo had a partner outside the house, she soon developed a flirtatious connection with Chris Hughes, a former Love Island contestant 11 years her senior. Whatever went down on the show, she emerged ready to shake things up immediately.
Day 3, I was now in my own thoughts, away from everyone that I know, away from outside opinions, away from everything. And I sat with myself, and from that point on, I really realized things that I was okay with in my life that I should never have been okay with in the first place.
Do you mean your relationship?
And just so many things. That is one of them, but so many things. And then obviously I wanted to hold them inside though, because I didn't want to air that out very publicly, but there were countless things that I was like, that's not, something that I should be okay with and I don't need to be okay with, and I'm not happy.
And she acted fast. Within hours of leaving the reality show house, her relationship with Kath Ebbs was already over, leaving the girl who had flown to London to welcome her home completely blindsided.
I was dumped at the after party with Chris in the next room, which is fucking crazy to say out loud. It's truly crazy. Like, there's a lot of processing that needs to happen, which maybe I should be doing before getting online. But honestly, I've been quiet on here for 2 weeks and I felt like I've sat in this. And I think now I'm at the point of, I guess, some level of clarity that I and I guess we, people viewing, weren't crazy to what they were seeing, and that a lot of the things that were depicted were rooted in truth.
Suddenly, the pop star whose post-adolescent image had been all about being a walking rainbow flag was now publicly dating Chris Hughes, a man once they were out of the house. In interviews after the news broke, JoJo fired back at critics questioning the sudden shift.
People saying to me that I have never been a lesbian is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I fell in love with a female at age 17. Why is it not okay to say that I feel more queer now? Sexuality is fluid. Gender identity are fluid. You can be one thing today and one thing tomorrow. Part of the realization of being queer was me in the house realizing I'm not entirely happy, and maybe that's a side of me that's not happy.
But her explanation didn't convince everyone, even those who'd tried to cut her some slack. One fan admitted, "Until now, I've given her the benefit of the doubt. She's young, never had a normal childhood, so I never joined the hate. But it's so damaging to the lesbian community. It makes me mad and sad." Meanwhile, right-wing media hailed JoJo's sudden pivot as a victory. And to add salt to the wound, she even got shaded by her idol, Miley Cyrus, at a music festival. Meanwhile, JoJo and Chris kept oversharing, making their lives an open book for the internet to scrutinize.
Chris Hughes posted a picture of him and JoJo Siwa lying in bed.
I was definitely in the mindset of, let's give him a chance. And then he posted this, I did a full flip. I know there's been a lot of like, oh, Chris is doing this for the cloud. Like, I was like, oh no, like trying to not feel that way. This made me feel that way.
Why?
It was like, look at me. Because what do you need to be posting your girl like in bed like that?
Right. It was like pretty
that's
intimate.
like screaming for attention, I think.
Yeah, maybe that didn't need to be shared with the group.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they're in a phase of just sharing everything, and they did say, it's not platonic anymore. Platonic.
Certainly not.
Which I think we could see.
Yep, certainly not.
So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on it, and we'll keep digesting, and we'll keep our eyes on Chris to make sure he's not
we're watching
using
Chris.
JoJo.
And sadly for anyone paying attention, it only went downhill from there.
Calls my balls Jimmy and Timmy, so that is that she must like Jimmy and Timmy. So she kind of she must love the rhyming lingo.
Despite the internet backlash, JoJo insisted that she and Chris were not just happy, but that their relationship was unbreakable.
I feel like Christopher and I discovered this beautiful house together. And this house it's earthquake proof and fireproof and bulletproof. And, we discovered this house and we found the keys and we took the keys and we locked ourselves in. And now it's like, we're like, you know what I mean? And I feel like that with myself. I feel like that with him.
And you're just enjoying each other's company at the moment.
Oh my God, absolutely. We're having the best time. He's just the best.
But given how often she's had to eat her own words over the years, you'd think JoJo would steer clear of making such definitive statements. Still, As the online hate piles up, she admits she tries to tune it out, yet can't resist checking it anyway.
Honestly, I try not to, especially when it's like a wave of hate. I try to just like ignore the comments. But then what happens is people start to make videos, and then the videos come up on your For You page, and then that's when it gets really brutal. But yeah, the comments. Okay, I got actually a cute story for you. It's a good story. So obviously I get a lot of bad comments, right? And people say whatever they want to say. And this is when I was just promoting Raspy. And obviously a lot of people had things to say about me doing Betty Davis, which is why I did Raspy. And so I had finally, I got to a point where I was like, enough, like I've had enough. So I started to reply to comments, and Christopher was with me, and I was like, look babe, like I'm replying to people today. And he was like, why? He was like, this isn't you. And I was like, no, I know it's not, but, and he was like, let me see what you've said. And I look over, and he's like, it's just not you, babe, this isn't how you are. And I was like, I know. And I was like, but I'm just fed up with it. And I just see him start to delete my responses, because he was like, it's not you.
And if anything, she's doubling down. Reports now suggest they're paving the way for their own reality TV show, a move that could only further derail any hopes of a serious music career.
Siwa just steal a song for real this time? So the former has been threatening to drop new music this Friday. She's been sharing snippets, but people are noticing that it sounds a lot like another song. Here's JoJo Siwa's version. Here's a song by Mad Sai called Bite, which was released
together, of course. And yeah, to kind of like showcase that to everyone. There's a few fans which have come down today, Kojo fans. The Kojo is the group name, but there's a few in the background, bless them, and they've come down and they've traveled afar to kind of see us today, and it's been really lovely.
Aside from her new relationship, JoJo has tried to keep her music career afloat, but it's safe to say things aren't going smoothly. First up was her cover of Davis Eyes, which got absolutely roasted online. The clash between her rasp and the auto-tune reportedly haunted listeners, and even the original artist, Kim KS, threw shade. There's a difference between signing a song and embodying it. I've always believed authenticity makes music timeless. I'm forever grateful to be the voice behind this one. Then came her attempt to reinvent herself as, in her own words, Slim Shady on the track Raspy, a song named after a meme about her singing voice that she now seems determined to embrace.
Oh my god, she's raspy today.
Unsurprisingly, the track didn't just become another musical piñata for the internet to pummel. It also sparked fresh plagiarism claims. This time, critics alleged she copied work from artist Mad Sai and Jennie of Blackpink. In Mad Sai's case, the original creator responded with some pointed shade.
Did JoJo Siwa just steal a song for real this time? So the former Dance Mom star has been threatening to drop new music this Friday. She's been sharing snippets, but people are noticing that it sounds a lot like another song. Here's JoJo Siwa's version. Here's a song by Mad Sai called Bite, which was released 2 months ago. Since JoJo's been dropping the snippets, Mad Sai's been getting tagged in hundreds of comments and has made a few videos acknowledging how they sound a lot alike. It seems like he had no idea, because at first when he heard JoJo's song, he thought she was promoting his song. Mad Sai has also been throwing a bit of shade by saying, why stream the Temu version over the better one?
As for Jennie, it's not the K-pop star JoJo should worry about. It's the fiercely loyal K-pop fan base. After one of the most chaotic attempted rebrands in recent memory, JoJo is now looking back and reflecting on some of her more cringeworthy comments.
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary.
At least if she's starting to own some of it, there's hope she can learn from her mistakes. After all, she's still young, and this is exactly the time to slip up and figure things out. The catch is, her fame means every misstep happens in front of the entire world.